And hello, all of my fellow nerds out there. This is Oracle Nerd Richie, and welcome back once again to Rectifier in Bloom. Last time we started up Emil's route, and hopefully this is going to be the last episode of Rectifier in Bloom, because every route that I've done so far has been in two parts, or at the very shortest, one. Uh, but knowing my track record Rectifier, I'm pretty sure this should be the last episode because this is the last part of Emil's route, which is the last route in the game. We're on a heist. We're trying to steal specific herbs from this nice couple's barn, but it makes it very a little awkward now that I say it like that. But don't worry, it's for a good cause. Anyways, Emil gives the door a tentative push, and to your surprise, it swings right open. That's unusual. If the herb is so expensive, surely they would have at least locked the door. There's hardly any security here. I was kind of expecting them to have guards posted up here. I guess if they're not used to visitors, they're not used to thieves either. The barn is split into multiple stories, with each with multiple rooms, all filled with unlabeled crates, containers. This is going to take some time, more time than you have access to, possibly. Shit. That about sums it up. There's nothing we can do about it now. We just have to start looking. What did Lyra say the herb looked like again? Red and feathery. It's not much to go off of, but he said we know it when we see it. Great, how helpful. You said it yourself. Nothing we can do about it now. We'll work through it a crate at a time. You start on that side of the room, and I'll start over here. Shouldn't we split up? We started with a different room each. Why? It won't make it go any faster. I'd rather be bored and have company than be bored by myself. And it's weird in here. I I don't like the idea of you going off by yourself. Have it your way. I'll start with the dusty ones. You lose track of how many crates you wedge open in the hours that passed. There appears to be nothing abnormal in any of these containers. Just piles of yams and watermelons, healthy looking produce. In fact, an embarrassing amount of them are empty. There's nothing worse than prying open a stubborn crate just to realize there's nothing in but dust and spiders. By the time you're halfway through the second room, you feel like at wit's end. And we're certain they actually grow this stuff here. Supposedly, Gliss said you could smell it around here. If we're unlucky, they might have sold it already. They can't have. Nani said they were going to run it to the city tomorrow. They had to be selling it right then, right? We can hope. Wait, what's that noise? The telltale sound of the door creaking open, you feel your stomach sink, a cold sweat beating over your neck. Emil's face sets a grim determination. You realize his mouth is moving. He's whispering something. Here. What? He huffs, grabbing you by a hand, pulling you towards him. He tucks himself behind a tower of crates, pulling you in after him. It's the perfect place to hide, providing complete cover, even if the intruder was to start poking around the room. The only downside is how close it is to the wall. There's barely enough room for the two of you, pressed body to body like this. It's like your heartbeats are merged, rabbiting fiercely in both your chests. Your back is pressed up against the wall, his arms back bracketing your body. You're intimately aware of his every move, every breath. Wait, you're taller than him, shorter than him, same height. I mean, looking at my character compared to Emil, I'd say we're the exact same height. But oh wait, actually no. Is there a character a little shorter than Emil? Hall is Emil canonically. Like, he's like 5'9", isn't he? He's probably I'm thinking he's around my height. Yeah, we're the same. You're face to face. You can feel the nervous exhales against your skin. He tries not to look you in the eye, but there's not much else to look at. You know why. In this position, it's almost like a clatter of something catches your attention. Whoever here in the room moving something. You hold your breath. It passes. The person sighs quietly and retreats. Maybe whatever they're looking for isn't here. You can sympathize. When you're certain they're out of the room, you let out a sigh of relief, trying to delicately extract yourself from the hovel you and Emil squeeze yourselves into. It's not a glamorous process. It gets worse before it gets better. Your limbs uncomfortably tangled. Emil makes sure to stand several feet away from you when you're both out, which isn't the most helpful because you're supposed to be whispering. I mean, yeah, we're like our characters are about the same height. Who do you think it was? You shovel closer. He shovels back. It sounded like they were looking for something. Another thief, maybe? That's just bad luck if they get robbed twice in one night. Unless Nellie or Louie saw one of us leaving. But why wouldn't they call out for us if they thought we were in there? They they know both of our names. I don't know. I don't think I want to find out why. Yeah, let's just find the herb and get the fuck out of here. I think we can rule out this room. Nothing but regular plants. I have no idea how we're going to find this thing before they find us. I know, I agreed earlier, but I think we should split up this time. I'll have a look upstairs, and you try down here. We'll be less likely to get caught if we're separated. Are you sure? We have no idea who's in here with us. It could be dangerous. If one of us gets caught, we'll have to be as loud as possible, okay? Warn the other when we can get help. Then we can get help. Okay, be safe. I'll be fine. You be careful. Emil pokes his head out the door to confirm nobody is in there before giving you a small wave and disappearing upstairs. It's weird to be down here by yourself. But you don't have time to panic. You have to find the herb. You have an herb to find. You wait a couple moments before following Emil out the door, listening carefully for any signs of distress. But it's oddly silent. You slip out into the hallway. There's one door left on this floor. One more room to search. On this floor, anyways. You take a deep breath before you slowly inching the door open, hoping with every part of your body that there is nobody else inside. But things don't ever go your way. Richie? Oh, no. Nellie stands in the center of the room before a pile, no, a mound of something. Something red and feathery. The ends flare out like crackling flames. Worm's breath. Leora was right. You have no idea what to say. What to do? What to do to try and make the situation better? You need a handful of that stuff at least. You can't go back empty-handed. Not after everyone worked so hard to get you here. You have to call for a meal, to lie, tell the truth. Oh shit. Uh. I don't. We kind of have to lie, but oh, I think it's in my better judgment to lie. Like real talk. I don't like lying. I don't like being dishonest with people. um. If I call for a meal, it'll seem suspicious. If I tell the truth, they're just gonna not trust us. But if I lie, then I mean, we're already this far in. We might as well. But I mean, I might as well lie. It's the only thing you can do. What could being honest do? She could she could already get you for trespassing. You don't want to give any her ammunition. You have to defuse the situation. Have to convince her to leave so that you and Emil can grab some of the stuff. Nellie, what are you doing here? I saw you leaving the house it's so late. I'm sorry if I woke you. You came at a really unfortunate time. What do you mean? Is everything okay? No, yes, things are gonna be fine. I just have to. She sighs, scrubs her hands over her face. It's so horrible. So horrible. I wanted all to be a bad dream. What's going on? You can talk to me. Louis got mixed up in some bad business. I can't keep doing this anymore. I can't keep lying to people. You can you can tell me the truth. It's okay. He's crying. You realize big tears streaming down her face. I'm going to burn it all. It's o- it's only then that you see it. A matchbox clenched tightly in her hands. Her whole body shakes. You feel frozen in place. Sweat beating up on your skin. Wait! I'm sorry. It's quiet as a whisper. In a blur of a movement, she strikes a match alongside the box, dropping a spark of flame in the center of the pile. Within seconds, it's all gone, along with whatever hope you had left. She stands in the center, surrounded by spitting flames, half laughing, half sobbing. You can't help yourself. Feel so angry, helpless, confused. Confused at anything! You stare at the flames, wisps of worm's breath turning to ash in orange light. Nothing makes sense. Why would you do this? People need that. You need that. All the money is just gone. I don't understand. I had to. I didn't have any other choice. It's because of me? Did I break it somehow? Is it sensitive to people or something? It was always going to end this way. Nothing you could have done would have changed it. The door creaks open behind you, but you barely notice. Not until you feel a cold hand on your arm. Emil, it's all gone. It's all... I know. We should go. Go? She should explain herself. She destroyed all of it. There's so much. It's all... And she will. We'll let her explain once we're all outside, but there's no point standing in here, breathing in smoke. The medicine is gone, whether we stay or leave. There's nothing more we can do here. Let's go. He nods towards the doorway, gesturing for Nellie. You two, come on. The walk outside is silent, save for the crackling flames behind you. Part of, the, part of you wonders if the unwatched fire will spiral and spread, burning down the rest of their rotten produce. Maybe it'll burn down the rest of the barn. Part of you hopes it does. She deserves it. A small mercy is the night air, refreshing and clear after standing in that smoking hellhole. But there's no time to waste. You want an explanation, you demanded one. Explain yourself, if you want to. You can barely restrain yourself from glaring at him. He's so relaxed, calm, it's making everything worse. Louis is under a lot of pressure from disreputable people. Worm's breath can be used for medicine, yes, but in a large enough dose, it's a poison. It relaxes the muscles and abdominal organs, so much they just stop working. Slow, painful death? Yes. Our main buyer, we know he doesn't use it for medicine. He buys such large amounts. I hate it. It isn't right. Then don't sell it to him. There was no need to destroy all of it. You could have given it away if you felt so guilty. There was something wrong in with that batch. He's been pushing us to grow more and more every year. We're only we're one of the only suppliers. We couldn't keep up with the demand. We started adding things to the soil. The medicine doesn't work like it should. I save a bit for my friends every harvest, but it was hurting them bad. I tried telling Louis to stop, but he wouldn't. I couldn't let all of it be turned into poison. It, it couldn't let good I couldn't let good people buy medicine that was just going to hurt them. What could I do? You don't have to answer for her. Judging by your silence, neither does Emil. Do you know what it did to them? They were bleeding, couldn't walk, had pain in their heads, like somebody had stabbed them. Th- those are those aren't just little side effects. That could have hurt someone, killed someone. I didn't have a choice. I'm sorry. Let's go. Her head snaps, starting towards you with big, watery eyes. Was she expecting you to forgive her? You look away. You're too upset to think about it right now. Emil, let's go, please. Okay, thank you for letting us spend the night, Nellie. Okay, I ain't kicking you out or anything. You can stay for breakfast if you need. I think it's best if we head back. Keep an eye on your barn. Take care. Take care of yourself. You don't even know where you were going. You just pick up directions and start walking. Emil follows behind you. Silent. It feels like everything is silent, except for Nellie's soft sobbing behind you. You don't stop walking till you reach the shore. The rhythmic splashing of waves should put you at ease, but you feel so restless, hurt still bubbles up inside you. It feels impossible to face. You failed. Nothing more can be done. Be okay, Richie. How can you be so calm? This whole thing was supposed to be for him. He should be more upset than you are. So how can you stand there perfectly relaxed? You don't mean to do it. The words leave your mouth before you realize how upset you really are. This is your fault. You expect a reaction, anger that matches your own, tears even. He just stands there, face perfectly neutral. Is it? If you just let us split up from the start, we could have found those stupid herbs before she even got there. If she hadn't fallen asleep for hours, we could have left earlier. Beat her to it. Okay. Why are you so calm? Why are you angry? What is there to be angry about? Nothing there to be angry about. We put so much work in for nothing. All because of her. I thought it was my fault. Is it mine or hers? Hey, stop it. I'm not in the mood for this. Clearly, you're in the mood for making poor, terrified women cry. Don't. Just stop it. Stop what? Recounting what you did? If you're feeling guilty, you have no one to blame but yourself. Why are you even here? Clearly you don't care. This was all just one big stupid joke to you. I cared. Of course I cared. That's why I was there, but I wish you weren't. You don't mean it. You know it as soon as you say it, but Emil straightens up, looks you in the eye. Do you want me to leave? Why should you stay? You didn't help me then. You won't be any of use to me now. That's not an answer. Do you want me to leave? No. Yes, go away. I don't want to see you. Ever again? Shut up, stop it. Just do one thing right for once and leave me alone. Have it your way. You turn away from him, partly out of frustration, partly because you don't want to see you cry. You aren't convinced, but he's actually going to leave. No, you aren't convinced he's actually going to leave. Not until you hear soft, steady footsteps walking away. You're alone on a dark beach, with nothing to show for all your efforts. This sucks. You wander across the shoreline for a while, trying to clear your mind until you find a big flat rock suitable to sit on. It seems a good place as any to dwell on your personal failings. Well, Emil's personal failings, if you're upset, ranting is to be believed, but you can't believe you said that to him. You can't believe you said any of it. This whole thing was supposed to be a present for him, a nice surprise to make his life easier. Instead, he left empty-handed, and let you curse it, blame him for as much as you wanted. This sucks. Emil probably went back to camp. The others know how badly it all went wrong. You can practically see the disappointment on all their faces. Disappointment in you. You'll go back to camp eventually, just not yet. You need some time to lick your wounds a little. You don't need to embarrass yourself for any further tonight. You end up sitting there until the sun rises. Staring out into the ocean is surprisingly meditative. It helps you feel better, even if only a little. You resign yourself to a walk of shame back to camp, mentally preparing yourself for all the questions you'll be hit with. You're not going to hear the end of them. Any of them. And then you hear an awkward, hesitant cough behind you. Hello. I thought you left. I did. Then I came back. Is that okay? Yeah. He shifts his weight from side to side, then awkwardly thrusts his hands out in front of him. I got these. I care. I'm sorry the plan didn't go as how we wanted it to. You tried your best. It isn't your fault that things happened the way they did. It isn't my fault either. I know you know that. It just is. Sometimes things go wrong. That's okay. But I did care. I do care. It was nice seeing you so invested in the heist, even if it didn't go to all the plan. I appreciate you taking care of me when I was in pain. You didn't have to do it, but you did. Because you care, which I also appreciate, so... He gestures the flowers, shrugging. I'm not good at this. Where did you even find these? We're on a beach. There's a mountain nearby. I saw these at the top, so I climbed it. You climbed a mountain to get me these? An entire mountain? I care, and it's not like I had anything better to be doing. It only took me a couple hours. You take the flowers from him carefully. His arms fall back to his sides like stone. Thanks, Emil. They're beautiful. I'm glad you like them. I'm glad you know I know. Emil takes a seat in the stone next to you with a tired sigh. I'm glad that's over. A heist? Our arguments? Give me flowers? All of the above? Rude. Some of it was fun. Not the argument. Not giving you flowers either, really. I was too nervous to have a good time. But I'm still glad it's done. You know you have to do now. It's before it's too late, so... He climbed a mountain and gave you flowers. It's the least you can do. I mean, all of these are basically the exact same option. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Thanks. That was faster than I thought. Did you expect me to be mad about it? Maybe a little annoyed. Not really. I was a bit annoyed that you made Nellie cry. You can say whatever you want to me. You should care about yourself more. It's been said. I feel bad I made her cry. She was just trying to do the right thing. Sometimes people with good intentions hurt people. It happens. You had good intentions too. Did I? You wanted to help me. That seems like a good intention from where I'm sitting. I wanted somebody to blame. We all do. It's a human thing. It's just hard to believe we actually failed. First time? First time? What do you mean? Well, things have been going pretty well for you so far. All things considered, being a rectifier is a demanding job, but you've got it nailed. Nephilim might like to tell themselves they don't make mistakes, but they do. Everyone does. All it takes is one thing, a situation out of your hands, a bad call, a single mistake. We aren't immune to that. It's silly to pretend we are. It makes us proud, arrogant, incapable of dealing with failure when it inevitably happens. You sound like you speak from experience. As I am. I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. Many far, far worse than what we did here. And I reacted much worse than you did. First time I fucked something up for good. But I'm still here with people I care about, doing something worth doing. Sometimes things don't work out, no matter how badly you fuck it up. And sometimes they don't. Yeah, nothing's gonna bring that medicine back. Nothing's going to take the pain out of where my wings used to be. But you massaging my back made the pain go away for a while. And the nerves will go back eventually, hopefully healthier. You're not a bad rectifier, just an unlucky one. We've got another shot later down the line. I'm sure if we ask nicely, Nellie will let us break in next year. Sometimes things go wrong and everybody dies. But not today. Today something went wrong and everybody lived. And that's worth celebrating? Wait, Des. Thanks, Emil. This helped. Talking tends to, but other things are better. You raise an eyebrow. He laughs. It might be the first time you've heard him laugh properly all day. It's nice. You need some catharsis in your life. A good cry or a good scream. Dealer's choice. Are they my only options? No, but they're the better ones. Then I'll pick... Honestly, I'd pick crying. Middle of the road. It seems sensible, venting your emotions in a more physical way, but you don't know where the tears are supposed to come from. Crying would be nice. How do I start? He shrugs, opening his arms. Beige opening his arms. Want a hug? Yeah, I think I do. You nestle into his side, his arm wrapped snugly around you. You did good. You did all you could. I'm proud of what we achieved, even if it didn't work out. I'm proud of you. Thank you. The tears start flowing easily after that. Better? You feel oddly boneless, like the stress has evaporated out of your body. You don't really get the science behind it, but you feel good. You feel better. Walking back to camp to face the others doesn't feel quite as daunting now. They'll have questions and maybe a bit of a lecture, but they'll be understanding. You know they will. Yeah, I feel better. Like the stars. If you'd feel worse after all of that, I would have to climb another fucking mountain to make it up to you. You don't have to climb mountains every time I'm upset. Well, it's not like I can fly up them. Some of us don't have wings. Don't go up them all. And don't go up them at all. Where's the fun in that? You're impossible. It's been said. Do you think we could visit Nellie before we go back to camp? I want to apologize. Of course we can. I think she'd like that. Thanks for being here, Emil. What are retired Rectifier friends for? Wisdom, guidance? Hardly. Thanks for being here, Richie. Thank you for trying. Finn. Yep. Turns to the main menu. That's all of them. We did it. We got every single one. I mean, look at this. Look at all of this. Every single one of them. Honestly, it doesn't even feel real. Okay, but actually, let's see if there is more to this at all. Okay, so wait, is there really nothing more to this? I'm guessing there's actually nothing more to it. Huh. Alright, well then. I think that's gonna end this series. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this series. Be sure to leave a like, tell me what you think, share this video with your friends, and be sure to subscribe, click the bell so you don't miss a single notification, and be sure to check out all the other content that I make on the channel. I'll see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!
You say you wanna try, but you never